I was just thinking about something. I was thinking about how, have you guys ever been in those friend groups, or you ever been in school and you ever been around, there's like this certain girl that you really liked, and the entire time of you liking her, she has no idea that you like her. Like, it's never really crossed her radar, or if it did cross her radar, she just immediately like threw you off. She immediately didn't want nothing to do with you. But I was just thinking about this, like there's been a couple of times in my life where there's like a girl that I'm pretty much, that I really like, and every time we kind of interact or we talk, and she's talking as just, as if she's just being friendly, saying the basic nice hello and just being friendly. But I'm looking deeper into it. I'm looking like, well, shit, like, does she want to go out? Does she, you know what I mean? That shows you how pathetic that is when you're a guy in this position, honestly, where it's like a girl just being nice to you. You think that she automatically wants to date you, or she automatically really likes you. In reality, she's just being nice. It's just a formality. But you don't know that. Hell, you see a cute girl or a girl that's just decent, just talking to you and not disrespecting you, you're gonna get happy. But I was just thinking, like, you know, every time you're like around that girl, you get the butterflies in your stomach. You see her, she like just walks around. She like, especially like you do like group projects, and like say we're doing like a group project, and like she has to go get the scissors or get like the glue and crap like that, or if like or doing some science project, she's getting some of the disinfectant or whatever. And you're just kind of just watching her and just just go around the class, and just like, damn, you're so just mesmerized by her, and you got to understand, when you're a guy like us, because that's totally natural. It's totally natural for a guy to look at a woman and like, damn, she's beautiful. I can't take my eyes off her. That's natural. But when you're a guy like us, when you're not an attractive guy, when you're unattractive, when you're ugly or whatever, that's when it gets called creepy. And then people say you're a creep, you're creepy, you're creeping her out, and stop doing that. We're going to call the police. But if you're Chad and Tyrone and you do the exact same thing, then you're going to be accepted. No one's going to call you a creep. They're going to be like, wow, that's so romantic. Oh yeah, you got those vampire hunter eyes. You got this, that, and the third. Like, they're going to encourage it. They're going to brag about it. They're going to brag about the interaction. Meanwhile, if you're somebody like us, that interaction can be traumatic to the damn girl, because we're just so, just we're just so low on the totem pole that us even hinting that we even have any feelings for the girl is just like an insult to her. It makes her feel bad. It's like, damn, like, what kind of life is this, bro? Where like you can't even choose how you get, like how you look like, and that's like one of the most important things in the world, is how you look like, and you can't even choose that. Like, come on, what kind of crap is that? Like, we should be able to choose that. But it's nothing worse when you're around the girl that you like and you start to feel insecure, especially if there's like a Chad in the group and you see him flirting before, right in front of your face, and then like they're like, oh yeah, you wanna you want to go? You want to go catch a movie later, or you want to come over to my house? And like, as soon as you hear that, it's over. Like, I've had that happen to me before. Like, there was like a girl I liked in the group, and then some person, Tyrone, pretty much asked her on a date, to his house, and you already know that she went on a private date between his legs, and he did the same thing to her, and it was brutal because like because like the next day they come back like in a group, and you can tell like they're all looking at each other, they're all like eyeing each other, they're all like hugged up with each other, she's like tapping him on his shoulder, and it's like they're a couple, and it's just disgusting. It's like, wow. I just wanted to hit it from the back and make that nanny smack, honestly. But at the same time, I did have feelings. I'm not going to sit like I act like I didn't have feelings. I did, but you know, you got to say certain things to make yourself feel good, like to the cope. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to a girl that treats you like a joke your whole entire existence. Nothing's worse than getting disrespected or getting laughed at or getting teased or humiliated by the girl that you like or right in front of her. Like, there's nothing worse for a man than to get embarrassed or get humiliated in front of a group of pretty young females. College girls seeing you get embarrassed. Let's say like your parents cuss you out at the store or somewhere, and if it's like in front of college girls or some of your quote unquote friends, you guys are at a kickback and they start making fun of you or whatever, trying to be funny. Like, nothing's worse than being embarrassed, like, in front of females, bro. Like, that's one of the most debilitating things that a guy in this position can feel. Like you already feel bad you're in this position, and then to have it confirmed by these beautiful girls, that just makes it that makes it even worse. It's like, well, shit. Now you wonder why people commit septuku, why people go crazy, and people lose their mind. They lose their mind because they're dealing with all this crap all the time. You know, there's only so much somebody can take before they break, before they snap, before they lose it. And everybody want to look crazy, like when a person finally loses it, right? But the signs and the symbols were there the whole time. Just nobody wanted to recognize it. Nobody wanted to give it any type of attention. But I think about all the times that I had girls that I really really liked, and I never just like told them for like to their face that I liked them. And then the times that I tried to hint at it, or the time I got them like Valentine's Day gifts and stuff like that, it just backfired in my face. But there was a couple of times that I wish I would have tried to talk to those girls more. But then I think about it as I get older. It's like, well, if those girls like really liked you, they would have let you know that they liked you. Like you wouldn't have to try so hard, because if a woman really likes you, she's gonna let it be known that she likes you. It's not gonna be a game. Like you're gonna know without a shadow of a doubt that she wants you, right? So I think about that, and I'm thinking maybe I was just coping, thinking that, oh man, if I could just go back in time, I could have those girls in my life and it would be different. But in reality, I go back in time, they probably still wouldn't want me. like, like if I'm not a multi-millionaire, if I'm not famous and rich, if I'm not super successful, they probably don't want nothing to do with me, honestly. And it's understandable, especially as a guy in this position. You know, you're always trapped. You're always dealing with all types of stress and anxiety. You know, you feel like, everybody's against you, the world's against you, you're by yourself, you have no reinforcement, you have no endorsement, you have nobody that really cares. It's a sad, pitiful life to be in this position, man. A lot of us, man, we would, a lot of us, like if we had it our way, we wouldn't even be here right now. There'd be like a clone or some type of replica or some type of something like that, because we just don't fit in, bro. We don't fit in nowhere. How can you be in a realm where you don't fit in? And it's like the goal, like the ultimate goal of the realm is trying to get you to procreate. And you're not allowed to procreate. But then I think procreation can be a trap by the demiurge as well. It brings new souls so he can torment and torture. But at the same time, you like women. And when you're hitting it from the back, you may want to, hell, it feel too good. You know what I mean? And, that may result in a pregnancy, and guys in our position, we can't afford to get nobody pregnant. A lot of us can't even afford to take care of ourselves, let alone somebody else, right? So that would just be a bad thing all around, and then we'd just be giving a new generation poverty. Like if you don't have anything to pass down to your children, you shouldn't, have children. You should always have some type of asset, have some type of business, have some type of something that you can pass down to your kids, so that way they will never have to worry about any type of money problems if something bad happens to you. You know, like I wish I would have had kids and I was wealthy and I became a grandfather. Like all my grandkids would be so damn spoiled, man. Like I'll have certain shit set up for them, just so that they'll be good. And then when I get old and gray in my 80s or 90s, well, I know I ain't gonna live that long, but I'm just saying, like in another dimension, that I was wealthy and happy. I lived a long life, then I'll be more happy. Like, okay, my grandkids are good. They're like when I go, I'm gonna leave them a few $1,000,000. I'm gonna leave them some business equity. I'm gonna leave them this, that, and the third, and it's gonna help them out. But a lot of us, we don't come from wealth. We don't come from power. We don't come from anything like that. We come from hell. We come from poverty. We come from being at the bottom. Like we come from being treated as a joke. And it's really annoying, honestly. But so many times I've seen so many beautiful girls out there, and I just always wonder if I would have just tried to talk to them, what would happen. I mean, I already know what was going to happen. You know what I mean? But it's just like sometimes I like to think and cope that, you know, maybe it's not because I'm not attractive. Maybe it's because I didn't try hard enough. It's always that blue pill that tries to come back before the black pill just shines itself in your face again. It's like, nah, it's because of your looks, man. Don't think you could have. Because if you had a chance, she would have let it. Like she would have let it know. Like, like I've seen girls that look like they look like when they like somebody, they go for it themselves. They say like the man is supposed to approach, and yeah, that's traditional. But girls nowadays are a little bit more bold. When they like somebody, they let it be known, you know, and it'd be hard to misinterpret. Like they let it be known instantly that that's something that they like and something that they want. Like when these girls see Chad and Tyrone, that's why nowadays, most of the women are going with the top Chads and the Tyrones. They're going with the top 1% of men. And guys like who are regular, you will get the scraps of Tyrone and Chad. Which is already going to be used up. It's going to be used and it's going to be bruised and it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel great at all. It's a brutal reality, man. It's I always wonder, man. How this world would look like if we didn't have all the things that we've been through. If all of us had that perfect life, how would life look for you? If all your dreams came true, if you had all the girls that you wanted, if you had all the wealth that you wanted, you had all the power that you wanted, how would life look for you? 'Cause I know for me, it'll look totally different. It'll look a lot more happier. You know, when I was younger, all I wanted was a Dr. Dre deal. I wanted a record deal with Shady Aftermath, Interscope Records, I think that is. There's like three different record labels. At the time I didn't know, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to get signed with Shady Aftermath. Yep, I rap my ass off, become a multi-millionaire, and get the girls of my dreams, and ride Lamborghinis, and ride Bentley coupes and Ferraris, and live in multi-million-dollar mansions, and take private jets, and have $100 million worth of assets and things of that nature, and just be wealthy and powerful. That's the plan that I have for my life. But the demiurge had another plan. He had a plan of perpetual pain, enough to drive me insane. Bastard.